Hi guys, and welcome to another Skyrim mod review, and in this video we're going to be looking at equipping Overhaul. Now what this mod does, it takes advantage of the ini tweak, which allows you to apply all your favorited weapons on your character at once. Very similar to the mod All Geared Up, which I've covered in a previous video, and a link to that is provided at the top right now, so you can check that mod out as well. That mod may suit your preferences more than this one, or vice versa, so it's better to check out both as well as just use the one. For this mod, if we head along to its MCM menu, equipping Overhaul, we can turn the geared up function on and off dynamically in game. So if we just select this box here, and when we come out of the MCM menu, you'll see that my other favoured weapons have been applied to my character. I'll just confirm that by showing you them. So the Orcish Sabre, the Orcish Dagger, and the Ash Longbow of Souls. Now, as with both of the mods, they both have the same sort of bugs. However, this one is slightly less buggy than All Geared Up at the moment. One of the bugs is if I switch to my bow by pressing the hotkey for it, sometimes the sword will still be out and vice versa. So I switch back to the sword now, you'll see that the bow is still out. This sometimes doesn't happen, sometimes it does work seamlessly, but this bug is sometimes there. As you can see, I'm not actually using the bow, I'm actually using the flames, the firebolt that's actually equipped in my left hand. So you can see it's still slightly buggy. The way around that is to keep pressing the hotkeys until you've unequipped everything and re-equipped. So let's put the sword back out, and now it's slightly fixed. Again, bow problem. However, it doesn't always work like that. Okay, so here's an example of it working properly, where as you see I've equipped the sword by pressing the hotkey, and the bow is now re-equipped to my back. Like I say, it does work sometimes, sometimes it does not. Obviously it's just one of the bugs that you have to deal with while using the mod. It may be fixed at a later date. Also incompatible with this at the moment is using the controller hotkeys, as that bug is always present when using the controller. And there's also still the issue of weapons being displayed on the werewolf character when transforming, I believe, which has actually been fixed by All Geared Up and is aimed to be fixed by this mod in the next update. Okay, so other features of this mod. We head again to the MCM menu and go down to equipping Overhaul again. Open up its options. We have this thing called Enable Realistic Unequip. So we'll check that box and come back out. And if I now say equip my sword, draw it, actually no, not the sword, I'm going to go with the bow this time. So if I get the bow out, if I equip the sword here by pressing the hotkey, you'll see that I've now dropped my bow. And the aim of this is to be slightly more realistic in combat, whereby you wouldn't resheath your weapon and then unsheath another one. You would simply just drop that weapon and unsheath the weapon you wanted to use. Thus by making combat a bit more realistic, as obviously there's a little less time delay, and obviously an enemy would attack you while you're doing the resheath and unsheath. And again, I've equipped the dagger and my sword has been dropped on the floor. Obviously the only annoying thing with this is that sword is no longer going to be in my hotkeys or favourites when I've re-picked it up, so I'm going to have to go along, re-favourite it, go along to the favourites menu and reapply the hotkey. And that is the only problem really with that at the moment. Obviously if you prefer that style of gameplay, it's definitely for you. You don't have to have the All Geared Up functionality on to use this side of equipping Overhaul. So it's up to you. There's a bit of flexibility here and a bit of customization as well. So it really does add some nice immersion to the game. Next up is, for the mod, is a really nice little feature. If I equip a torch, I can actually drop this lit torch on the ground now. If I head along to it in here and drop the torch, I've now dropped a lit torch on the ground, which is pretty nice. I do like that functionality. It has been covered in other mods in the past, but I do like it being applied to this mod. I think it's making the mod head in a nice direction by adding those sort of things to it. Hopefully in the future there'll be other features like this which just make the game a bit more realistic in terms of equipment. So that is the equipping Overhaul. I've shown you pretty much the bare bones of the mod. It's definitely worth checking out for yourself and seeing if it's for you. and it really is quite a nice mod. It definitely deserves your endorsement, and give kudos to the mod author, as he has made quite a nice little mod. Also be sure to check out All Geared Up as well as a comparison, and once again guys, thanks for watching, endorse the mod if you use it, and I'll see you next time.